Russia's President Vladimir Putin will land in India on December 4th, but his visit is not about ceremony, optics or protocol. It is about the most advanced fighter jet Russia has ever offered to India. At the heart of the summit is Moscow's proposal to fast-track India's entry into the Sukhoi 57E, fifth-generator stealth fighter program, a platform designed for absolute air dominance, deep strike, precision and next-generation warfare as well. With Rostec reaffirming an unshakable commitment to India and placing the Sukhoi 57E on the table with deep technology transfer, the summit could mark the biggest leap in India's air combat capabilities since the Sukhoi 30 era. Now, this deal matters because today India stands at an inflection point in air power. The Indian Air Force is down to 30 squadrons against a sanctioned 42, while China is rapidly inducting J-20 stealth jets along the LAC. In that situation, the Sukhoi 57E offers India a ready, proven fifth-generation option without waiting a decade for indigenous systems to mature. It brings stealth, super-maneuverability, super-cruise, long-range strike and also sensor fusion. The very capabilities needed to counter China's expanding air dominance at the moment, and with Russia offering technology transfer, joint production engine, know-how and expansion of the BrahMos Sukhoi ecosystem, the Sukhoi 57 is not just a fighter jet. It is a strategic reset of India's future air power. And here is the sharpest comparison India is tracking at this given moment. The Russian Sukhoi 57E and China's J-20 may both be labeled fifth-generation fighters, but they are built for two very different kinds of wars. The Sukhoi 57E is engineered for agility, a thrust vectoring, highly maneuverable fighter designed to dominate close combat dogfights. On the other hand, J-20 is a long-range interceptor built to avoid close engagements and fire from distance. The Sukhoi 57E blends stealth with high performance, while J-20 focuses mainly on frontal stealth shaping. In engine power and maneuverability, the 57E pulls ahead with superior thrust and extreme agility. The J-20 is still struggling with propulsion and remains less agile in air combat. And perhaps the biggest difference between Sukhoi 57E is combat tested, deployed in real missions. The J-20 has no wartime validation and no proven record in hostile conditions. So for India, this comparison actually matters a lot. Now, during the visit, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and Russian Defense Minister Andriy Beluzov are all set to meet with other future defense acquisitions high on the agenda. India will review progress on ongoing projects, including the additional S-400 squadrons and the delayed delivery of two remaining units from the original 2018 order. This comes after the S-400 proved crucial in Operation Sindoor, where the Indian Air Force credited the system with neutralizing Pakistani threats in record time. The Defense Ministry has already cleared a large batch of new S-400 missiles with ranges between 120 kilometers to 380 kilometers. And for the very first time, India is also expected to discuss the next generation S-500 air defense system capable of intercepting missiles of up to 600 kilometers away. So this visit at large is expected to seal major defense agreements from BrahMos expansions to Sukhoi upgrades, marking a defining moment in India-Russia military ties and also relationship altogether.
To reaffirm and strengthen the special and privileged relationship which it has with the Russians, which are in the nature of a strategic partnership. And this is particularly important amidst the challenging global geopolitical problems and the landscape of increasing Western pressure on India. So therefore, this summit, which will be taking place, will be the 23rd. But in the context of global politics, it will send out a very special signal, and that is India attaches a lot of importance to strategic autonomy, and therefore it wants to balance the relationship between Moscow and Washington.
Given the emerging geopolitics, it becomes very important for India to continue maintaining what you call strategic autonomy, and Russia figures very prominently in that India's strategic calculation. You need to balance United States, but also you need to balance China, and Russia also does the same thing because Russia also uses India to balance China and have a favorable atmosphere in the Eurasian continent. So act of balancing is there, and there are likely to be this visit is symbolic as well as substantial. Substantial issues have been pointed out very rightly by Ambassador Dayal, where he said the defense cooperation is one of the key pillars of Indo-Russia relationship. But beyond this what you call defense partnership, there are also other issues which might figure out. For instance, the sanction. How do you kind of circumvent the issue of sanction which has been imposed by United States? And it doesn't stop there. Tomorrow, United States might decide to this sanction even the defense companies. So how do you deal with that? So that's a challenge, and both the leaders will certainly be discussing this how to get around this issue of sanction. Beyond that, there are geopolitical issues, the issue of what do you call it, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, or what is happening in Israel and Gaza, etc.